Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, a great millstone that were well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing this true doctrine across the four winds of the earth in all truth and in sincerity. I'm Lamar Ariyah from the Mississippi Cant. Lord willing, this be edifying lesson, quick to the point, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm doing this video just basically inspired from a previous video I did this morning that Esau took down, and that's just something that we still dealing with, man. When it comes to this devil, he's taking down videos the same day we drop them. He's going and thumbing through and finding old videos and pulling them, and it's all good. It's all good. These are conditions of the battle, man. But, it should just fire us up even more when this devil, try to come against the truth, man. Because, he take a video down. Hey, we'll put up another video or two videos, Whatever he want to do, the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is going to put the spirit on us to do more, So, like the spirit got on me to do this video, man. I done my daily video thinking I was done doing this video, and loading it up. And lo and behold, this devil, took it down. So the spirit got on me to do another one. So I'm going to go on and get a couple of scriptures and I'm going to close it out. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. So as much as this devil tried to stop this truth from going out, as much as he tried to put hurdles in front of the prophets, to keep us from, obtaining our goals, it's not going to stop. Okay? Nothing. Because, this is the will of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. It's not of man. For us prophets, operators with those men, to go out on the highways and byways, make our bodies a living sacrifice, preach this gospel, preach this word, warn the people, to do our videos, man. Continually laboring in this truth, man. Because this truth has to go out throughout the four corners of the earth, man. And this is a decree, man, by way of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai for us to preach this gospel, man. You read 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. Speaking to the ears of my people, the words of prophecy. And that's what we do, man. And hey, this devil cannot stop this spiritual train, man. It's too much force behind it. And that force is Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. Okay? And through this gospel, through this teaching and preaching Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, we're tearing down strongholds, man. And this devil know his kingdom is at the end. And that's why we know Revelation, the 12th chapter, 12th verse, he's going to come down that great wrath because he had but a short time. So we know the famine of the word is going to come soon, man. We know we're not going to be on the highways and byways teaching this and preaching this gospel much longer, man. And that's prophecy. But in the meantime, until the Lord pulls the plug on brothers going out on the highways and byways and doing videos, hey, we're going to keep this spiritual train moving, man, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. So this devil can't do anything against this truth, man. Everything he does to try to hinder or stop or railroad this truth is only helping the truth, man. Okay? This is the book of Acts chapter 4. I'm going to this account with Peter and John. All right? It says, so we're going to start it. Let's where we're gonna start it? We'll start at verse 13. The book of Acts chapter 4, starting at verse 13. Now when they say the boldness of Peter and John, and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled, and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahweh Shai. And when they see us doing what? Teaching on the highways and byways, doing these videos, they think that we're not, eloquent, and they think we're ignorant when it comes to, understanding the Bible. When the fact of the matter is, these Christians, these everyday people, they are ignorant, okay, when it comes to the Bible, because the Lord is not revealing his secrets to them. Okay, the Lord reveals his secret unto his servants, the prophets, and the prophets, break these scriptures down and regurgitate them in the simplest form for the people to get understanding, man. And if the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord is not dealing with you, you're still not going to get it. All right. Verse 14, and beholding the man which was healed standing with them, they counseled, they could say nothing against it. But when they had commanded them to go aside out of the council, they conferred among themselves, saying, what shall we do to these men? For they indeed a notable miracle has been done by them, is manifested to all them that dwell in Jerusalem, and we cannot deny it. Hey, and that's just like this truth going out throughout the four corners of the earth, man. These devils, man, and their councils are trying to figure out what they can do about these men, the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because they are seeing how people have been touched. A lot of people have been touched by this truth, man, and down there questioning Esau. They're looking at Esau, out the corner of their eyes. They're leaving the churches. That third witness is speaking out. They're causing their tongues to fall upon themselves. This is all because the work of the prophets by way of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua preaching this gospel, man. It's causing a shift in the earth, man. Okay? And it's being made manifest, man. Things are happening via prophecy. Okay? Prophecy is real active right now. And it's only going to get more active. And there's no denying it. Okay? People can try to ignore it. People can do whatever they want to do to try to stick their head in the sand and act like it's not happening. But prophecy is coming to pass, man. And the Lord said it was going to happen. All right? Verse 17. But that is spread no further among the people. Let us straightly threaten them, that they speak henceforth to no man in this same. And they'll take down our videos. They'll give us strikes. They might even completely take your page down. But all we're going to do is start another page up and get back to work, And that's becoming a problem for these devils. That's why they want to shut the internet down. That's why they want to start regulating it, where you're going to have to end up paying to get on there or having some kind of subscription where they got to give you authorization to be able to log in on YouTube or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, it's all boiling down to the famine of the word coming. All right? All right, back in the scriptures. Let's start at verse 17 again. But that is spread no further among the people. Let us straightly threaten them, that they speak henceforth to no man in this name. And they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor teach in the name of Yahushua. And that has been accomplished with a lot of these sellout camps, man. Not preaching the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, even though you got some of their leaders who used to teach in this name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. One of them did a complete breakdown explaining the names and what they mean, man. But now teaching in God and Christ. Even some have the audacity to use the name JC. But see, here at Great Millstone, start with our apostles, our elder bishops, brothers on down. Hey, we come in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. And they don't want to teach it in that name, man. But nevertheless, those are the names we're going to teach in, because those are the true names, and those are the names that's going to be our refuge, our protection, and our salvation. Okay? Verse 19. But Peter and John answered and said unto them, whether it be right in the sight of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua to hearken unto you more than unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, judge ye. Right. We're not going to, just because these devils don't want us teaching the name Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, we're not finna do it, man. It don't matter if they don't want us to. We're not taking no bribes. We're not taking no deals, no contracts, none of that shit, man. Not at Great Millstone. And we have honorable men as our leaders who have showed us and paved the way through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, and have gave us the knowledge and understanding through the spirit that we're not to be bought and paid for, man. Yahushua wasn't bought and paid for. You know? Satan tried to offer him all kind of kingdoms. But Yahushua wasn't hearing that, man. It's his anyway. But nevertheless, you know, at Great Millstone, start the apostles, our elder bishop brothers on down. Hey, we're going to stay solid, man, through the spirit and power of Habashim Yahushua Baratazah until we're delivered on them chariots, man. And we're receive those new bodies, and we're in that second covenant in our right minds, man. Because on this side, scripture goes into, surely we come into this world with nothing, and surely we will leave with nothing, man. So what's the point of selling out? You go to Mark the 8th chapter, you know, it's going into what does it profit a man to gain the whole world, to lose his soul? And what would a man give in exchange? You know, roughly paraphrased. So what's on this side is worth selling your soul to be destroyed when Yahushua returns, man, or before Yahushua returns by way of judgment? What is acceptable enough to take a bribe, take the bag or a contract just to be destroyed on this side, man? Nothing. Okay? But some don't see it that way, because some, you know, are so carnal and so overtaken by their flesh, they're willing to risk it all, man. But hey, better them than us, right? Verse 20, and it's the last verse. For we cannot but speak the things which we have seen and heard. And that's what we do, man. The things we see happening on the earth, you know, the things that we hear and see. We report those things because they are related by way of prophecy, you know. So what we do, we take those things that we hear, the things that we see, equate them to the scriptures, you know, because it's all biblical prophecies, man. And we relate it to the people and tell them this, that, and the third, you know. This is prophecy. This is how we know we're getting closer to the end. This is how we know we're closer to the fall of this devil, Esau, Edom's rulership, because of prophecy, man. But again, those don't want to hearken, those don't want to listen. Amongst the nation of Israel, they're going to fall under the banner of the 2/3 and be destroyed, man. You know? And as for Esau, Edom, he's done, man. This devil's finna go down. America's about to be destroyed. And those elites and those who are of that actual, what is the 1% or 2%, however you have it, that's hiding off in their bunkers and, you know, they whatever, wherever they ducking and dodging and hiding it, man. Hey, when we come down off of those chariots, man, the Lord said we will no longer be fishers but hunters, man. He's going to change from fishers to hunters. And we're going to find these devils, man. And we're going to do like the scripture says. We're going to put them in chains and fetters of iron, man. And they're going into slavery for 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years. And then they're going to be utterly destroyed, man. You know, according to the book of Obadiah. Okay, so that's going to be another prophecy that's going to be fulfilled, man. Where this devil is going to be just completely eradicated, man. The nation of Esau would no more be in existence. All right? So, yeah, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, just wanted to drop another video. You know, like I said, this devil took down one, but shit, I'm still up through the spirit and power of High by Shimmy Shot. You know? So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, our elder bishops, a great millstone, and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.